Hi, I'm Joe Huang, the director of Dave the Diver. I'm happy to be back here and bring you guys new update information.
Hi, I'm Nolan King, game designer for Dave the Diver.
So let's go ahead and get into it. It's been a little while since our last stream. We've been working pretty hard on reaching our goal for the official launch. We watched Discord and stream community, and we have seen some concern on being quiet. But trust us, our relative silence during the last few weeks has been due to preparation for the full release.
Right.
Today we're going to go over some update, but maybe even more importantly, we are going to reveal a sneak peek of the new contents for the full release.
One thing I hope you guys can bear with us on, most of the content currently being made is for the release of the official version. So the updates leading up to the full release might not be the most exciting, but we find them just as important. We will mainly be focused on improvements for the player's convenience and quality of life improvements.
Right, so let's start from going over the update that we have on March 14th. First, support for the Mac version is something that many users have been asking about. As of next update, we'll provide long-awaited Mac support.
Right, so I actually have a close friend and he only uses Mac, and when I asked him to try our game, he was like, sorry bro, it's not on Mac. So now that we have support for Mac, he doesn't have an excuse, and Andrew, you're welcome.
I do a couple friends say that too, so I will call them right after the update, and I think they better get their money ready.
Yeah, they're probably not watching right now, so we got to let them know after this is over, right? Of course, we want as many people to have access to the game, and as for many people to enjoy the game as possible. We will continue to try to expand the types of platforms available for Dave the Diver.
Many of you have reached out about various language support. Of course, ideally, we would want to add every language in the world right away, but we do want to focus on the quality of language implementation as well. And since we are still working on development and in-game dialogues, this actually slows down the localization process a little bit.
Right, we want to make sure we get the languages right so users experience these languages in their native language as naturally as possible. There are all kinds of things, of course, that can damage the quality of a translation, and we're just trying to make sure we're avoiding all of those issues. Translation is one of those things where you never really notice when it's good, but if it's bad, you definitely notice. So we want to make sure that it's good enough that nobody even notices.
So to start, due to high demand, we are adding German, Spanish, and traditional Chinese this time.
Right, we found that German is actually a pretty good test for the limits of our UI because it's the longest language we've translated. However, since we don't have anyone on our team internally who speaks these languages natively, we are still in the process of verifying the quality. We've had many users point out awkward text translations in our game, and while when this happens we get a little bit embarrassed because we didn't want to make any mistake, in the end this is actually really good for us and good for the quality of the game, of course. So having community members who want to voluntarily help us out with the translation quality is always welcome.
We got a lot of great feedback from you guys on the Discord and Steam community. We get a lot of positive feedback, thank you, and me and dev team are really motivated by that. But on the other hand, we definitely want to improve the game during this early access stage, so please don't hesitate to throw out any suggestions. So let's go over the detail of some of the improvement and fixes that will go into March 14th update. So what do you have, Nolan?
So for PhotoSpot, we felt that some of the missions weren't quite as fun as they should be, so we made some improvements. We also added the ability to retake in PhotoSpots, which is something many of you requested. So if you don't like what you took, or you missed a submission, you can retake.
Yeah, that's great. I miss some sub goals sometimes, so yeah, it'd be really nice to retake them.
Yeah, that happened to me too, actually.
Yeah.
So also there are some improvements to the fish farm. The way the fish farm looked was a bit cramped when there are a lot of fish. We improved this and we expanded the fish farm. So now there's more space and it should look better and more natural. We hope this makes the fish farm look nicer. We did see some funny pictures users sent of the fish farm when it was just full of a bunch of fish cramped together. And while this was funny, at the same time it was really ugly. So we prefer it looking nice instead of looking hilarious, obviously.
And we made an improvement to the warning for the low air tank level. Before, even if you upgrade your air tank, the warning for the low air was coming on too early. We realized this could be a bit annoying when you had plenty of air left, so we adjust this to make it more reasonable.
Also, there have been some issues with interacting with items when they overlap, like when you kill a fish right next to a chest, and the overlap sometimes causes some problems, so we fixed that problem also.
Yeah, and some of you guys reported frame drop in the Sea People Village, so we made some improvement on this too. So that's about it for the improvement. We hope you guys liked it. But I'm guessing that everyone wants to hear more about the full release and not only some quality of life updates.
Right. So although we're still in the process of development, I guess it's time to tell everyone when the full version will come out so they don't get tired of waiting.
Yeah, I just didn't want to be a guy who rebuild the data and say, oh, I'm sorry, and push it back. So I'm man of my word.
Yeah, be a man of your word.
Yeah.
Well, more pressure on us, of course, and I will just go ahead and say it, that we're targeting late June for the full release. We will release the Steam version first, and we'll work to expand to other platforms after that. We haven't nailed down the exact date of June yet, but we are happy to be able to tell you a more specific date than just early 2003.
Okay, that's fine. I will do my best to make it happen. On time.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, I will show you some upcoming new content that you can look forward to. Let's take a look. First, we got feedback saying that the movement around the Sea People village was slow, so we are going to have taxi service where we can ride around the Sea People village on a beluga.
On a beluga? Yeah, I like the way that sounds. Yeah. Beluga.
Yeah, that's French.
We were actually in the middle of preparing this when we were hearing from the community who were mentioning like the slow movement around the Sea People village, so yeah, I was surprised.
And here's a sneak peek of one of our new area that will be added to the game. It'll have a kind of dark and spooky vibe unlike previous areas. And here's another preview of a direct cooking competition with a VIP, which is something new in the game.
Yeah, we saw a lot of users who wanted to cook for themselves, so we hope they like this.
And of course, there will be more sea creature and fish added to not only the new area, but existing areas as well.
And there will be a bunch of mini games and side content also. So for people who've been enjoying our game so far, we're working on a variety of more fun content, and we hope you guys enjoy it.
Okay, that's it for the sneak peek. We do have more, but yeah, we only show a little bit this time. And don't forget that we are launching the full game in June. Yeah. And lastly, for all of you out there who have shown so much love for our characters, we have an event for you.
So yeah, we are going to have a character fan art event. So even if you think you aren't good at drawing, we would love for you to try to draw Dave the Diver and Dave the Diver characters and show us. Everyone on our team is always really happy to see Dave the Diver fan art, trust me. So we thought this would be something really fun to do.
As a game developer, the best moment is kind of like looking at those like fan arts that fans created.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's something we all get excited to see every time. Yeah.
So I mean, since this is an event, there's some prize. So yeah. So for winner, we're giving away Steam gift card. So please follow up on our Discord for more details. Okay, that's it for today's stream. We really believe that the improvement and the continued development of our game could not have been done without the help and support of all of you.
We are continuing to make sure we don't disappoint you when the game is finally released. We've been really encouraged by the reviews that we've been getting so far, and to be honest, much better than we ever expected. So the pressure is definitely on us to deliver the best version we can when it comes out.
Again, thanks everyone, and we will keep sharing what's going on and what will be in the full release as much as we can. Please hang a little bit longer and get ready for the full release in June.
In June, that's pretty soon, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really soon. Yeah. I think it's time to say goodbye. And Nolan, can you say goodbye in those 3 languages that we're gonna add?
Sure, I can try. I think.
I know you're good at language.
I think German is Auf Wiedersehen. I think that's goodbye.
Yeah.
And if I'm wrong, then we're gonna cut this and you'll never see it. Spanish should be adios, right? Or hasta luego. See you later or something. And then Chinese, you can take that one if you want.
再见。
再见。
再见。